All right. Okay. Hey, Rock Church, Pastor Michelle here. And I got this amazing email from a friend who goes to Women Rock. And we have to share it with you because it blessed us so much. I think it's going to inspire you. I think her story and her family pulling together in this hard time is just going to bless you as well and bring you some encouragement. So, Carrie, tell us what has been going on and what God has totally done with this crazy time.
Okay, so we pulled the kids, or school closed on Friday the 13th, and we were home, and we had everything to hunker down that we thought we needed for the foreseeable. We thought it was going to be 2 to 3 weeks, not hugely inconvenient, but okay, we could do this. And it was, I think, the end of the first week, the second week, and I just was feeling completely frustrated and not liking that I was watching the news feeds and seeing that the tide was becoming, no, you can't leave your houses. You shouldn't leave your houses. You shouldn't go anywhere. And then they started saying, the time period started being extended. And I was just feeling very overwhelmed with the unknown, with not knowing where or when we were going to, and how the world was going to look when we came out of this. And so I was just very discouraged and just going, okay, I thought this was doable at 2 to 3 weeks. I was like, okay, we can manage that. But when it became an open-ended time, I just went, oh, this is very hard to wrap my mind around, and very different from our everyday life. And so I went upstairs and I decided to listen to Women's Rock. I thought, you know what, I need this. I've missed it. I need it. And so I clicked on the app, because I have the app, and I clicked on the message, and it was you. And it was very nice to hear your voice and to hear you saying and telling the parable of the woman with the bottle of oil, and just the encouragement that I could hear you emanating and saying that she didn't have a lot. She had a little tiny bottle, and to her, it looked just a tiny little bottle is not a lot. It's not going to go very far. But then she listened and she obeyed and she took it and she, she started pouring. And the fact that she had to go get vessels from her neighbors was, I love that she started reaching out, and she was like, okay, I've got this blessing. How do I get it out there? And so at the end of your message, and when you said it, no matter what you have, if it seems so small or just so insignificant, take it to God and give it over to God and say, here, use this, or how can I use this? Show me how, and what can I do with this? And so I literally just sat down, and I was like, okay, God, what do I have that I can do? What can I use right now? And I literally just heard him go, a $5 mask, a $5 mask. And I thought, okay, I can do that. And I thought, I have elastic, I have my stash of fabrics from the last 10 years or more, actually. And I was like, okay, I pulled out fabrics that were from when I was a little girl to make the masks with.
That's awesome.
And so one of my friends messaged me the next day, and she said, can you make me a mask? And I was like, yeah, yes, I can. And it's $5. And she said, okay, I'll get back to you. And she messaged me later on the day, and she promptly ordered 25 masks. And I was like, oh, that's a little more than one. and so I told her, okay, I can have this ready for you. I'll have them ready for you in a few days, because she wanted to pick the fabrics and stuff. So we went back and forth, and she picked the fabrics. So then from the 25 that she ordered, I took one picture, and it was not even the best picture, but I took one picture, and I fanned out the masks, took one picture, put it on top, and I put it on Facebook. Just, hey, if any of my friends need them, I'm making masks. They're $5 each. Because we're a business, we can ship them to you pretty inexpensively. We can do this. And one of my friends said, make it shareable. So I made it shareable, and oh my gosh, that one post from that one post, we got just a flood of orders. And it was just, like I said, we would have people ordering at 6:00 in the morning all the way and messaging me at 1:00 at night. And they were coming from text message and Facebook Messenger and calling me and texting me. And I was just going, oh, this is a whole lot of orders.
Oh,
it
man.
was a lot. And so we were able, it was spring break for the kids. It was the kids' week of spring break. And so we took our card table, set it up in the sewing room. I had all the fabrics left of me. I would sew. Ariana was flipping them right side out. Ian was doing, because we offered porch pickup, no physical contact. You pick it up from the porch, that's it. It would be labeled. And I had, the best part was, Michelle, I had all these bags because I'm invited to be a vendor at GNO. I had these nice white gift bags.
Nice.
Beautiful, bright tissue paper in. And so every person that picked up from us or got their order shipped out, rewrapped them in bright tissue paper just to spread a little more brightness, a little more cheer.
Yes.
And so we'd put the orders out there and we'd text people they were ready, or we'd ship them and we'd send them a picture of their shipping label. And just in 3 to 4 days, we processed and shipped and donated, because I found a website that had facilities in California. You could find them by facilities in your state that needed masks. We made, shipped, had porch pickups, and donated over 600 masks. And that was
oh my gosh.
And I'm still getting orders, which is awesome. Which is awesome.
Wow.
So, yeah, it just, and that money went towards the car note and the gas bill and the electric bill, and just, it literally got turned right around and put into taking care of the kids and into the household and the family. And I just went, wow. That was from just saying, okay, I can make masks. I can take the little that I have, the fabric that I have, and turn it into this. And it was just, I truly am still, I don't think I fully realize how many we made.
Yeah, right.
But, and the funny thing is that Josh saw a lady wearing one at Costco. She was the greeter at the door, the lady who checks you in at Costco. And he said, hey, where'd you get your mask? And she goes, oh, a friend bought a bunch and gave one to me. He's like, hey, we made that mask.
That is awesome to see your work out there. Oh, how cool. Okay, I have a question for you. What would you say to the person who's just kind of feeling discouraged, kind of where you were, and kind of like, well, what am I supposed to do with the little that I have? What encouragement would you give that person?
I would say that you have no idea how much your one thing, maybe just a text message to a friend, maybe just tagging somebody on a post on social media, or just, calling somebody and just saying, hey, if you want to talk, I'm here. Or even just playing worship music in your house to lift up your own household or lift up yourself, because you can cause that ripple effect and you can start it. And it doesn't have to be a huge impact. It can be with just yourself, even just your own mood, or just reaching out to one person and saying, hey, because you have no idea how much it can just go forward, and it can go and it can continue, and it will just, and you will never know, we will never know how very much what we have done in faith affects even just 2 people. But if we are listening and we are just sitting down and going, no, I'm not going to be frustrated or overwhelmed today. I'm just going to sit down and go, you know what? God's got this.
Right.
100%.
So good. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I know it's going to bless so many people, and you guys are just a light and have impacted hundreds, if not thousands of people's lives. Seriously. So thank you. All right.
All right.
Well, thank you, Rock Church, for joining in on the story. We hope that it totally blessed your day. All right, cool.